Hello everyone and welcome back to In the Mist. This is Analia Raven here, and I know it's been a really long time since my last video. Last video you saw was the Costa Rican video with me talking about the Virgin Mary on the Maiden series. Well, this is a Sabbath video. Happy Samhain everyone. It's finally here, or Samhain, or Samhain, or Samhain, or All Hallows, or however it is that you pronounce it or call it. Today I'm just getting ready for people coming over, and we're going to be doing a ritual and doing some divination and all the things that goes along with it. And right now I'm just going to be cleaning out my fridge and creating a all last harvest stew or soup with the things I have in my kitchen. I know you're supposed to use like root vegetables traditionally for Samhain, but I'm using what I have left because that is my symbolic harvest for this day. And so I'm going to be using the last bit of my mixed vegetables, which has carrots, green beans, and corn. I'm going to be using the last can of dark red kidney beans and my last can of black beans and some mushroom soup, and hopefully I can scrounge up some other types of food. And I have not yet gone grocery shopping. I'm going to do that when Samhain is over, simply because this is the last harvest and I'm just using what we have, and so I'm not going to go out and get more food just because it's a symbolic way of saying, oh, okay, this is our last meal that's before the winter hits and before we actually have to get more food in the house to last us the winter, symbolically. Because it's more easier now than it was back when these holidays were traditionally celebrated, which was more agricultural, and they literally had to stockpile food in order to survive the winter. We can just go to the grocery store. But I'm using this as a symbolic type thing where I'm using what I have in my house for the last harvest feast. So I will check back in with you later and let you guys know how the soup is going and how it tastes. All right, thank you. All right, you guys, I'm back. I just got everything mixed into my crock pot here, and things are looking pretty pink. I don't know if you could see. This is what I got so far. I did find some hash browns, a bag of hash browns in my freezer, so I did add those. So I'm hoping they'll just kind of be like well, they're potatoes, but I'm hoping they won't fall completely apart. So, but that's all I have right now. And I did find a can of garbanzo beans, so I did add that in there too. But I am kind of looking forward to this Samhain stew that I am making. And even though it looks disgusting now, it has all of these vegetables in it, and it's vegetarian. And it's not vegan because it has cream of mushroom in there, but it is vegetarian because I don't eat meat. I do eat fish, but I don't eat other types of meat, so I guess I'm pescatarian, but it doesn't have fish in there. And yeah, so I'm going to pop the lid on and let that simmer for a very long time until I think it's done, and then let you guys, or hopefully I could let you guys see what the finished product looks like. And also I am seasoning it with black pepper, parsley, thyme, garlic, and onion powder. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have so far, and I'm gonna be cleaning the rest of my house. And I don't know if your Samhain is being completely cold, but it's snowing outside where I'm at. I don't know if you can't really see the snow happening, but it is snowing outside on Samhain, so it's gonna be a cold one. But yeah, that's my laundry, sorry. And I'll just check back in with you guys and tell you how everything's going, and then maybe give you some information on what Samhain is all about. All right, I'll check back in later. Okay, so I am back, and I moved away from the kitchen. I'm not going to touch the 10-foot pole. I'm going to let my sister clean the kitchen because it is a hot mess right now, and people are coming over around 6 or 7, and so I need to get my room clean because I finished the morning cleaning off the house. And let me just give you a tour. Here is the library area. Sorry, my phone is not exactly high tech, and I don't know, I can't flip the phone around so I can give you a complete tour, a proper one. And so this is how I'm gonna have to do it. So this is the library area right here. I don't know if you could see anything. And trust me, it's way better than what it did look like. Can you guys see? So I cleaned up and dusted around and folded the many different items on the quilt rack. You can't even see the quilt rack over there with my Buffy jacket. But I did clean and kind of try to put some fall decorations like in this little basket here, and like the house kind of, I think it has a witchy vibe to it. What do you guys think? I think this part's ready for Samhain, and hopefully nobody will care how messy the house is. So yes, so that's the library area where we keep most of our books. We do need more bookshelves because we have books on every corner of this house. And this is the living room area. I do have cats, so my cat tree sits there by the window. And I think that, oh, little Max is on there. And they've made cameos in my older videos if you guys want to check those out. But here is the living space. I got some witchy brooms in the corner there just for some effect, and more fall-like decorations there. And this was actually, I don't know if you guys can see, that spider web is actually my beach towel, and I just put that over the back of the couch just because I thought it was cute and it would give some kind of Halloween vibe to it. And so that's the couch area. Yeah, with our little throw pillows. So, and this is the rest of the house. And I didn't do it before and after, simply because I forgot to do it before and after. Oh wow, you could see a much better view of the library from here. I wish I would have known that. So, and the living room area. Bam! But yeah, like I said, it was a complete disaster. And now I'm about to show you the before in my before pic before I clean my room. And I'm warning you now, I'm practically living in a clothes hoarder situation right now, and I'm trying to keep it under control. So I'll just, don't judge me. Do not judge me. This is like my altar space over there. That's where I keep most of my magical equipment. And I actually made that lion mask. I don't know if you guys can see that. So that's my altar space. It's not completely horrible in that corner because I usually keep that pretty tidy. But if you look over in this corner, there is laundry and crap piled everywhere. And I don't know if you guys saw my last year's Yule video where I guys showed you my hamster. She passed away earlier this year of old age, and we buried her, and so that's why the cage is empty and covered with stuff right now, because I wasn't ready to get a new hamster just yet. So may she rest in peace, and hopefully she's in hamster heaven. But yeah, so definitely have to do some work with this room because I cannot have people see what kind of mess I live in. And so I will check back in with you later, and I'll give you a tour of my altar space and let you guys see my how I celebrate Samhain and some of the things that I like to create, some of the spellcraft I like to create, and some of the protection, because this is the thinnest. This is when the veils are at their thinnest, and so I'm going to be spreading around some protection powder that I made earlier this week, and I'll show you guys what I did and how I made it. And then I'll show you guys my altar space, or more fully my altar space when it's actually picked up and, you know, salified. That's a joke. It's supposed to be salmon, or salmon. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna get cleaning now and probably drink more coffee. I hope the rest of your Samhain festivities are going well. Check back in with you later. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, the smoke is because I have some sage burning. I am just here with an update. I'm going to burn some sage around the house, so I'll take you around as I do that, just to kind of get a neutral energy. And then I'm going to burn some dragon's blood and some Palo Santo, just to raise the vibrations of what we're going to do tonight. All right, so here we go. And how I'm doing this is I'm just simply holding the sage bundle and clearing out the energies. I'm keeping my intent clear and getting rid of negative energies and neutralizing those energies. So I can fill then I can fill the energies with the dragon's blood and the Palo Santo. So here we go, and just keeping that clear. Try not to drop the camera as I do this, so bear with me. So I'm cleansing my bed first because that is where I sleep, and I just want to make sure that all those negative energies from the many bad dreams I have is gone, because I don't know if anybody else here suffers from nightmares, but I definitely do. So I'm just trying to give that extra cleansing, especially for tonight, since it is All Hallows or Samhain and the veil is at its thinnest. So here we go, making sure the windows, all openings of the house are cleansed of all negative energies. I'm getting every inch of that. And definitely making sure the mirrors. So you see me, my jams, the mirrors are cleansed, because I view mirrors as portals. And definitely for tonight, need to cleanse that. Okay, and then just doing cleansing of the doorway to my room so that all good energies may enter, all negative energies are neutralized. And just going around the house, cleansing everything. And I don't go into my sister's room simply because that's her space and I don't want to put my intentions and mix them with her intentions, because she's also a magical practitioner and I think that would be rude. But I am going to cleanse the outside of her door and just neutralize all that. This is one of our household altars. Just has many different deities and symbolism here. I don't know if you guys can see it all the way through. Making sure to get the bathroom. Sorry, it's dark in here. Most people forget about their bathroom, but I certainly don't. So making sure I'm getting everywhere in the house. And thankfully, I only have a one-story house. Well, I have the basement, but I think a spirit lives down there and he doesn't like sage. So I'm not gonna get that. And there's the soup brewing away in the crock pot. Laundry room area. Front door. Sorry, the laundry is going right now. This is the basement area. Like I said before, I'm not going to go down there because the spirit that resides down there doesn't like sage and doesn't really care much for visitors anyway. So just cleansing. Getting that mirror, making sure I'm getting this mirror here. And my poor dog is up at the moment. This window. And this is what I typically like to do on Samhain, just to make sure that the energies, because this is the Witch's New Year, and just to make sure that the energies are neutralized before I add in the intentions that we want to create for tonight. So we're just going around the house, smudging, and I'm going to hit my altar again, just to neutralize that energy in there. So going towards my altar space and smudging that. And I do have a big window or mirror here and doorway. Like this, I don't know if you could see that because we're pretty close. This used to be the front door of the house before they remodeled. And I kind of just took it over with my stuff, my bottles at the top. And then this is the mirror. And since it is like a doorway to the house, it's also a mirror as well. So it's a double whammy and double portal. Because doorways into your sacred space or to your home typically are portals as well as mirrors. So that's why I put my altar in this corner, because it does have that door and the mirror that when we moved in. So, and that's what I do to neutralize the energy. I just keep my intention pure and keep I'm sorry if the camera's so shaky. I'm trying to make it still, but my phone is not the best at filming, and I don't know where my other camera is right now. And yeah, for Samhain, it's best to make sure your space is cleansed, especially if you have guests coming over and celebrating with you. And since we are going to be doing spirit work as well, then it's best to just make sure you have it cleansed. So now I'm going to go around with my trusty lighter and light all the incense I have in place. Excuse me. And the candles that I have. And that's just going to fill the room with the power of dragon's blood and protection, and also Palo Santo, clarifying the room and making it sacred. So this is the Palo Santo is in my room where all of my magic happens. So I'm lighting that. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe. Oh, there it is. So, and those incense, the Palo Santo incense I use is from the line Native Soul, right there. And they actually last a really long time. And they're amazing incense to use. And the dragon's blood incense that I'm going to be lighting tonight, because I do make my own loose incense, but I didn't tonight simply because I don't have time to do that, but I definitely will do that next time. And the dragon's blood is from Essential Essence, and they're really good too. Not as good as the Native Soul ones, but I still really like them. I've been buying them ever since I was in high school, so it shows you how much I like those. And I'm lighting one in the heart of the house, which is the library, on this little altar area. Can you see that?